Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer. If you're new here, I'd like to start off by welcoming you to the channel. Hopefully this reading here will resonate with you and it'll help you in some way. If it does, be sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this one. If you've been here before, I'd just like to thank you guys for, rocking with your girl, watching the videos, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the videos. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, this is an August reading for the air sign. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, right? So we're just going to be taking a look, see what's going on with you guys. Any messages that want to come through, okay? As a reminder, these are general readings, so it may not resonate with everyone. I hope it does resonate with you. But as always, take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, but let's see what's going on with air signs. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising signs in the month of August 2020. Okay, so we see doubt here, but let's see. Ooh, all right, that's shot out. So we have hardship. May I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or as painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. Okay, then we have perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Okay. So what I'm picking up with this here hardship card, what's coming to mind is Moana. I love Moana. But anyways, okay. So it's like the part where she's on the way to finding Maui. She's just kind of like working, moving forward, right? She's out on the ocean. She's, following the guidance of her grandma, right? Staying focused on the little Maui's hook in order to find him, right? But then, it's the part where she asks the ocean. She's like, "Oh my gosh, ocean, can you please just help me get to Maui?" Right? And what happens is the ocean is like, okay. And the ocean is like a storm comes, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I asked you to help me, not make it harder." I feel like that's really what's going on here with you air signs, you guys, with this hardship, right? I feel like you're with this perfectionism on the bottom of the deck. It's like you're in a space where you're really, I feel like, working towards something, right? You're trying to get somewhere, to become something, and you feel like, you may be feeling like you're not good enough or you're not doing well enough. And I feel like you may be in a space where you are calling on the divine, you're calling on your ancestors, your guides for help. And I feel like with this hardship card, it's like things are starting to shift, right? And it may be in a very overwhelming way, to the point where you're like, "Oh my goodness, what is going on?" But I feel like all of this stuff is kind of working to get you to where it is you're trying to go, right? But I feel like with the perfectionism, you may be in a space where you want things to look a certain way. You want yourself even to look a certain way, to be a certain way. And I feel like all of that is kind of being capsized and kind of shaken out of you in order to get you to where it is, the divine, your spirit guides, your ancestors see you being, right? Does that make sense? Right? They're working to get you to where you want to be, but it may not be in the way that you want it. It's basically what I'm trying to say. But let's see what's going on with the air signs. August 22. What's the energy like signs. August 2020. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we have here justice. Well, not justice, contract. But let's see what else. All right, so we have contract, cornucopia, blossoming abundance, door to value, and adjacent possibilities. And on the bottom of the deck, we have attachment. Okay, yeah, totally. But the song that's coming to my mind is "Be careful what you wish for, cause you just might get it." You just might get it. Okay, but yeah, I totally feel like things here are opening up for you in ways that you may not even realize here with this adjacent possibilities. Right? And I feel like with this contract, it's kind of what I was saying like before, where there's something that you want, right? This cornucopia, this blossoming abundance, this door to value, these things that you want for yourself. And I feel like with this contract here, like it's almost like you made a contract with the divine, and you're like, okay, this is what I want, right? This is what I want. But with this attachment here, I feel like you may have grown attached to the idea in your mind of how you think it's supposed to go, how you think it's supposed to look, that you may not even be seeing like the avenues and the pathways, or how the divine is kind of coming in and providing you with, I feel like, the necessary steps that you need to take in order to get those things, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like it's a need for you in the month of August to open up to all the ways that this very thing that you want can come in. Because I feel like that with this hardship, the hardship is coming because, or the hardship is here because you've grown attached to how you want things to go, or how you want things to look, how you want things to be. And it's time for you to kind of open up like your expectations, if that makes sense, to kind of not be so tunnel visioned on how you want it to go or how you want it to look. When I'm looking at this door to value, what's coming to my mind is like, what's that game? The Price is Right, where you have to like kind of guess what's behind the curtain or whatever, or behind the door. And I feel like you may be with this door to value here really focused on one door, one path, one outcome, or just at least one way of getting the thing that you want, that you're not seeing the value or the opportunities outside of that one door, that one path. Okay, but let's see how you can ground this energy. But I do kind of feel like with this contract here, the month of August is going to be a time where you kind of, you know, balance things out, where you do become like aware of this thing, right? And it could be just by watching this video. Who knows? You know, you know what I mean? But I feel like there is balance coming, right, to you in the month of August, where I feel like once you start, almost like once you start moving, once you kind of give up the need to control, that's when things will start moving in the way that you want them to. Right? And it may, with this hardship, it may be a little bit hard to like give up control, or it may be the path that the divine wants you to take. It may be a little bit difficult. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's going to be worthwhile. Right? Because I feel like you may be in a space where it could be, you know, you maybe want the easy way out, right? That may be for someone. You want it to go so smoothly, but there needs to, I feel like there's going to need to be some work on your end to get this thing that you want. Let's see. Okay. So we have tsunami, wake up call. Bottom of the deck, we have full moon completion. The song that's coming to my mind is like from the 5 Heartbeats. It's like, no matter how hard we try. What? We just can't say goodbye. Don't leave me with regrets. We haven't finished yet. I feel like with the tsunami here. Okay. But sorry for the noise outside. But this is crazy. Doesn't this look like I was just talking about Moana and the storm. I feel like that's funny. But yeah, I feel like it's very much, it's like a need for you to kind of let go of control, right? I feel like with this full moon, it's almost like there's some things here, right? With this attachment, there's some things you need to let go of, some things you need to release, right? And it could very well be just like your need to kind of control the outcome, your need to control how things go, how you get there, right? And I feel like with this tsunami here, it's like a very, very much shifting your internal compass is what's coming to my mind. Like opening yourself up to direction and love from outside of yourself, right? And I feel like it may be with the tsunami, like I was saying, it may be a little bit overwhelming to begin with, to where like, you know, you feel like things are out of control. I have no idea what's going on, right? But I feel like once you kind of let go of your need to control and you kind of open yourself up to the possibilities of everything that you want without it having to look the way that you have in your mind, without needing it to go the way that you've kind of envisioned exactly step by step, you know what I mean? When you kind of open up to all the possibilities, all the ways that you can get there, all the ways that you can have what you want, that's when things are going to start moving the way that you want them to. Okay, but let's see what's the message here for the air signs for August 2020. Yeah, and it's funny that that song is coming to my mind because in that, going on a tangent, you guys. It's funny because, like, if you haven't seen that movie, in that scene where he's, singing that song with his little sister, what's happening is he has like writer's block because he's writing a song, but he can't get it right. He's like, oh, I don't know how it's supposed to go. And then his sister comes in and she starts going through the trash, like all the lyrics that he's kind of thrown away, like, no, that's trash. She kind of comes in and she opens up the trash and she starts pulling out this stuff and she starts singing what he's already written down, right? She starts singing it. And I feel like you may be in a space, wow, my whole body's tingling. So I guess I'm supposed to say this, but I feel like you may be in a space where you've kind of gotten into a block. You feel blocked, and it's because you kind of need to open yourself to receiving help and assistance from outside of yourself, right? You need your little sister to come in and be like, hey, this is lit. You need to do it this way, because she comes in, she starts singing. He's like, oh yeah, that's good. Let me write that down. And I feel like once you kind of allow, it could be people outside of you that want to help you, that want to assist you, or, your spirit guides, the divine, to just come in and to kind of direct your course in this way that I feel like you've been asking for it, right? Once you do that, things are gonna liven up for you, man. But back to the news. Let's see. What's the message here for the air sign? Oh, okay. Alright. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. And then we have, let's see, the Empress, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Wands. Yeah. All this water here, like it. It's funny because it makes me think of Moana again. But what I'm picking up here with the Empress, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Wands, I feel like you do with this King of Wands, you want happiness, you want fulfillment, you want all these good things, right? The cornucopia, the blossoming abundance. You have a desire for that. But I feel like with this King of Wands here, you may be currently in a space where you, like I was saying, like you want to direct, you want to control, you want things to go your way, right? But I feel like it's time for you to get into this Empress energy, right? Where you know what it is that you want, and you kind of open yourself up to receiving it in whatever way that it shows itself, right? Because I feel like with this King of Wands here, your need to control is kind of coming from a space where you feel almost like afraid that it will never happen. And when you're in that energy, it can't happen because you kind of blocked yourself off from it even coming in. You get what I'm saying? So with this Empress energy, it's right, the Empress here, it's kind of time for you to get into this energy where you are ready to receive. You're open to receiving, right? Look at her on her throne. It's like she's ready and waiting for somebody to come up and feed her some grapes, you know? And it's like when you're in the Empress energy, you're not afraid that you can't have it or that it won't come. It's just you're in a space where you're waiting, you're open, because you know it's going to come. You know it is. It's just almost like it's a need for you to get ready for it and to allow it to come to you, because it's going to come at the perfect time, right when, you know, you want it, right when it's supposed to come. You get what I'm saying? But let's see. Let's do a little reading. Let's see what's going on for the air signs in the month of August when it comes to romantic love. Libra, calm down. Calm down. Well, let's see. Excuse me. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Chariot. Judgment wanted to pop out too, but let's see what we have here. So we have Seven of Pentacles, Strength, Hierophant, Two of Swords, and the Magician. Yeah, so I feel like with this Hierophant here, I feel like the month of August is going to be one where you're very much focused, I feel, on like yourself, improving yourself to the point where you almost like it's like you're not focused on love. That's kind of what I'm getting. That maybe I feel like that's for some of you guys, right? Where you're not really focusing on a relationship or, you know, a person. It's like you're very much focused on getting your stuff together. That's what this looks like to me, where you are working through, I feel like, your own kind of like issues or baggage, right? You're processing, you're figuring out what you need to do in order to get to where it is that you want to go. And right, I feel like you maybe I feel like this is mainly for people who are like single, right? With the Seven of Pentacles, there could have been like a relationship that you were like invested in, but I feel like you're shifting your focus. You're pulling back your energy and you're focusing on manifesting, creating something better for yourself, right? So for the people who are in a relationship, I feel like you may not be, right? Because look at the Two of Swords at the Hierophant. You may not be putting a lot of energy and effort into your relationship. Almost like with the Chariot here, it's kind of going with the flow. It's kind of moving. It's easy, it's cool, it's calm. And I feel like because of that, you feel like you're ready to really focus on the bag kind of thing. Like you're really focusing on getting yourself together, creating the life that you want for yourself. Okay, but let's close this out with some advice for you. So what's the advice here for the air signs? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini for the month of August 2020. So we have Weasel. It reads, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, we have Snow Leopard. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Yeah, I kind of feel like with this Snow Leopard, I almost get the feeling you may be coming out of like a hermit mode and really kind of almost like, what is it, the groundhog that kind of peeks his head out, like to see whether or not it's time to come out and play, that kind of thing. I feel like that's what the advice here is. It's kind of like time for you to assess, like, is it time for me to pounce or is it time for me to like chill out? What do I need to do? But let's read from the book for the Weasel. So it reads, take a deep breath and release it slowly. Then take another and another. Continue to breathe steadily and slowly from your belly to your chest. Breathing this way will keep you attuned to what you feel in your body. Notice the sensations without judging or trying to change them. Be aware of how your body responds to what you see, hear, and feel around you. Don't judge any of your experience as right or wrong. If you find that you're doing so, take another deep breath, release the judgments as you exhale, and return to simply observing your experience inside and out. When you practice this way of observing, you're operating from pure awareness, or the witness self, the self that radiates through and fills your being. It's the self that feels a deep connection with the world as a participant, while at the same time is centered in the observer. Operating this way for a few minutes each day becomes a meditation and will stimulate the realization of the unity of all life, with you serving as a direct conduit and expression of spirit. When you're connected to spirit, the natural world speaks to you, and you become sensitive to the energies of the earth. Awareness without meditation or judgment, centered in your heart and your soul, allows you to know your authentic self without attaching concepts of who you are. Pure you. Okay? But that's all I have for you, air signs. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.